Hello and welcome to Harvey P Watches. As always, thank you to those who have liked and subscribed to my videos. I really appreciate it. Please keep liking the videos if you would like to see more watches. For today's episode, we are looking at the Timex Fun Timer Ref 29007-02474 from 1974. Like the infamous Bombug car from the same year that was brightly coloured and designed as a fun car, the Timex Fun Timer watch was a brightly coloured watch and also designed for fun. The Fun Timer series was originally released by Timex in the 1960s and were a range of bright coloured watches that initially had base metal cases. In the early 1970s, the range then evolved further and now used plastic cases and even brighter colours. Furthermore, the 1970s series also took on more of a UFO style shape that was very popular at the time. There was quite a lot of choice as well, with a dozen or so different colour options available. When new, the watch sold for around £10 to £12. So let's take a closer look at the watch. The watch measures around 38mm across, 37mm lug to lug, and is pretty thick for its size at around 14mm deep. Unusually, for a watch of this era, it featured a brightly coloured plastic body with a standard crown for winding and adjusting the watch on the right hand side. Furthermore, this has a monocoque construction in that the watch does not have an opening back. More on that later. Originally, the watch would have been fitted with a matching coloured leather strap. This particular watch has a modern silicone strap that is only 14mm wide instead of 16mm, although we do plan to change it for something vintage that is more in keeping with the watch. The face of the watch is around 26mm in diameter and is covered in a mineral crystal glass surrounded by a thin metal bezel. Below the crystal sits an outer base metal ring that has each hour marked by raised batons. The face itself is a burnt orange colour from the centre outwards, getting darker as it reaches the edges. This is then complemented with simple white hands for hours, minutes and seconds, and finished with white text with the word Timex at the top of the face, along with water resistant and Great Britain towards the bottom of the face. Turning the watch over presents something you don't usually associate with watches from the 1970s. As we mentioned earlier, the watch has a monocoque case and so is all in one piece. The back of the watch appears to be contoured on the left and right hand sides, so it fits the wrist better, whilst the centre part is ribbed and has the word Timex and water resistant moulded into it. On the left hand side is a small plastic plug sitting just off from the crown. At first glance, it appears as though the watch movement, in this case a Timex M24 manual wind-up movement with no jewels and a 24-hour reserve, is sealed inside the case. The movement is actually removed from the front of the watch. By removing the plug at the back, this allows access to the crown setting arm screw holding in the crown. Releasing this screw allows the crown to be pulled out and the watch movement is then extracted from the front of the watch. That said, Dad didn't want to do this unless he really has to. He believes if things are not broken, do not fix them. So there you have it, the Timex Fun Timer Ref 29007-02474 from 1974. I mentioned at the beginning of the video the Bombug, as this is one of my favourite fun cars of the 1970s, and this watch reminds me a lot of that because it is also brightly coloured and was also made as a fun item. It is definitely a product of its time and I really like it because of this. Having said that, I have to confess, this isn't quite a watch I would wear for school, although for a casual use, with the right shirt I think it would go well. It is certainly an interesting watch to have in the collection. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed these videos and would like to see more watches, please hit the like key, and perhaps even subscribe. You can see more of our watches at www.modestwatches.com, and you can see my website at www.harveyp.com. Thank you for watching, have a great day, bye!